Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishes. I am Jim Moyna, the headmaster landscaper here for Moyna Bass Fishes operations. All right, so today we had day one canceled on Leech Lake. So what does a guy do with his time? He's got all day to do what? So here's a little bit of what I did. So seeing as how I live an hour from home, I'm gonna go home and do some chores. So first, what I did is ate, okay, had some breakfast here in the camper, here in Moyna Bass Fish's headquarters. Then I got an email from Mercury saying I need to fill out this form, which snowballed into a kind of a long project because they wanted updated contact information. So they had like outdated contact information. So then I had to, it snowballed into something bigger where I had to start changing over my addresses for credit cards and everything else because they wanted shipping addresses. They wanted residential addresses at Mercury. And I wanted to give them the proper shipping addresses because I'm in the middle of some address changes, whatever. I'm not moving residences. I just happen to have, I've had a UPS store address in Shakopee for some time, which I need to cancel out of that and get stuff switched out of that address. So that's what that amounted to. So, but that took a while to do some of that. But then it was off to the grocery store. I've got company coming over to the house on Sunday. Some friends from out of town. Not friends from the tournament here, although that would have been fun too. But these are friends that I grew up with, old Irondale High School alumni. Let's put it that way, from way back. So Class 83 will be represented. Class 85 will be represented. Anyhow, me being 83. So, so I had to do some grocery shopping. That took some time, got that done. My house is about an hour away, so that's an hour drive. Let's get to the house. And this is where things went wrong. Everything was fine. Got all the groceries put away. Started cutting the grass, right? And 25 minutes into it, it's about a 2.5 hour project. It's just a regular push mower. 25 minutes into it, all of a sudden it just starts winding down like it's run out of gas, which is weird. I'm like, what? I've never run out of gas this quick. What's going on? So the motor shuts off just like it was running out of gas, and I open up the gas cap and there's still gas in there. So now I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Anyways, it came down to a bunch of tinkering. So I got my spark tester. The spark is there. So then I spark tested the spark plug, and that was sparking on cue. So I had the motor had the ignition. I think the ignition system was fine. But when I'd pull on that thing, I'd pull and pull and pull and pull on that pull cord, and it would, and just occasionally it would sputter for about 5 to 10 seconds with like black smoke coming out, and then it would shut down. And then I started putting like, so I started playing around with the speed settings, the carburetor settings. Then I started putting this starter fluid ignition stuff in, spray it right into the cylinder, and that didn't do anything. Primed the crap out of it, that didn't do nothing. Tried to flush all the gas, flush the cylinder out of gas because maybe it's flooded. That didn't do nothing. Just the same results. It would just be like black smoke and just sputter, but mostly nothing. And then I pulled on that cord. I even broke the cord in half. so by the end I was pulling on a stubby cord with no handle. So finally I had it, and ended up running down to. So I live between Outing and Reamer, Minnesota, which, like I said, which is from my driveway, it's about 50 minutes to this campground. here by Leech Lake in the woods campground. Nice place. I recommend it. Nice owner. Bathrooms are clean, new. I think this is a new facility. Anyways, I diverge. Let's get back to the story. The story is, so I gotta go get a new, so I'm gonna go get a new lawnmower. So I drive to Cross Lake, and they had some push mowers there. All I want is a push mower. I don't want self-propulsion. I just want a basic push mower. The yard is fairly level. There's not a lot of hills to go up and down. I want a push mower because if I want to go fast, then I can run and mow, right? To get it done quicker. I don't want to be limited by the self-propulsion of the motor. If I want to run and sprint, let's say I want to sprint mow, I can do it with just a regular push mower. Or if I want to crawl mode, I can do it, right? So these are the tips and tricks of a headmaster landscaper that I'm filling you in on right now. The mower, what did I buy? I bought a Craftsman. That's all I know. I mean, I didn't really care what I was buying, just so it was a standard push mower, and just so it was a 4-stroke, and that's all I really cared, right? I mean, it's a Briggs & Stratton engine. How you really can't mess it up when it's that basic, right? Can't go wrong. And it didn't. I brought the mower home, ran great, finished the job. It's about 2.5-hour job. Hung up a new shower curtain liner and relaxed a little bit. Just took in the scenery. It was windy there too. Really windy. Which I'm glad they canceled today, by the way. Very glad. I would not have wanted to been out there trying to fight the wind. So then after that, drove back here to In the Woods campground. Cleaned some stuff out of the boat. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff I don't really need, like this box, and this box. And there's 7 other boxes here. Some of them are these big boxes, these thicker ones, which I like. I like for just packing. There's no trays in here, nothing. I just pack it solid with plastics. So I kind of like these big boxes for some items, and then these boxes, these plastics here, like there's no trays in the skinnier one. So if I have a smaller selection of baits of this style, like these are creature baits, these are all creature baits in here. So like brush hogs, brush hog style, whatever. Anyhow, I diverge again. It might happen on this channel. So, and then here I am. I ate dinner in camper. Just had some had a salad. Threw a can of chicken in there, pre-cooked chicken into the into the salad mix that comes, you get like, this one was like smokehouse salad. You open up the bag, there's lettuce in there, dump that into a 1-gallon Ziploc bag. Then there's like 3 other bags of various ingredients. Open those up, dump it in the 1-gallon bag. Take my chicken out of the can, dump that in the 1-gallon bag. First drain the juice, then dump the meat in there. Then I shake it all around and I squeeze through the plastic to separate the chicken and try to get it all evenly distributed. I use about half the dressing they give you. I don't think that dressing is the healthiest stuff, so I only use half of it. And that's what I ate. Now I'm doing this video, and I get to go fishing tomorrow, which will be day 1 on Leech Lake. So that's my day. It was rather mundane. It was eventful. I had to spend $450 on a lawnmower. So, gosh dang, how am I going to pay for that lawnmower? I better frickin' catch some fish here. Over and out.